If you are over 60 and your hands or feet feel like they are being pierced by 1,000 tiny icy needles, you need to stop what you're doing and listen closely. What I'm about to share helped a 67-year-old patient of mine regain feeling in her fingers in just 14 days using something you likely already have in your medicine cabinet. Over the last 20 years, I've treated hundreds of patients in your age group dealing with nerve damage. What breaks my heart is that most people suffering from that constant tingling numbness or that agonizing burning sensation in their extremities have no idea there is a simple solution that could change everything in as little as 2 weeks. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which B vitamin you need, why it is the fundamental fuel for your nervous system, the precise amount you should take, and the critical mistake most seniors make that prevents them from seeing results. Stay with me until the end, because the information you'll learn in the next few minutes could give you back the sensation and confidence in your movement that you thought was gone forever. Before we dive into the science, I'd love to know where you are watching from and how old you are. Please drop your location and age in the comments below. It truly helps me create content that serves your specific needs. If you want to join our community dedicated to healthy aging and never miss these vital tips, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Now ask yourself honestly if you are noticing any of these warning signs. Do your hands or feet tingle right when you're trying to fall asleep? Have you had trouble telling if water is hot or cold? Maybe you've noticed that fastening buttons has become a frustrating chore, or you feel slightly unsteady while walking on flat ground. If you said yes to even one of these, your nerves are crying out for help. Most doctors won't tell you this, but this isn't just about minor discomfort. Untreated nerve damage can lead to a permanent loss of sensation, a dramatically increased risk of falling, and a severe decline in your quality of life. I have spent years analyzing clinical data to understand how to stop this process, and it turns out your nerves are like electrical wires running through your body that have lost their insulation. But what exactly is happening to that protective coating, and why does it start to fail after 60? There is one specific nutrient that acts as the oil for your engine, and without it, your system is running on empty. To understand how to fix the problem, you first need to understand what is happening inside your body right now. Think of your nerves as sophisticated electrical wires that carry messages from your brain to every corner of your body, your fingertips, your toes, and everywhere in between. These wires are protected by a special coating, much like the plastic insulation on a power cord. This coating ensures that the electrical signals stay on track and move quickly. However, as we cross the age of 60, our body's natural ability to maintain and repair this protective layer drops significantly. When this insulation wears thin or breaks down, your nerves become exposed and start to misfire. That misfiring is exactly what creates the phantom sensations of tingling, numbness, and stabbing pain. The good news is that your nerves are designed to heal. They aren't broken forever, they are just starving for the right fuel. The specific superfuel your nerves are screaming for is vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. In my clinical experience, I've seen patients who couldn't even hold a glass of water without dropping it regain their full grip strength. I've watched seniors who felt like they were walking on clouds of cotton regain a firm, steady sense of the ground beneath their feet. B1 acts like the high-grade oil in a car engine. Without it, the metal parts grind together and eventually seize up. With it, the friction disappears, the wires are protected, and the messages from your brain finally reach their destination without interference. When your B1 levels are depleted, your nervous system is essentially running on empty. The signals get garbled, leading to that pins and needles feeling that makes walking feel dangerous because you can't tell where your feet are landing. But the moment you provide the correct form of B1, the rebuilding process begins. Your body starts patching the holes in that protective coating, and the numbness begins to retreat. You might be thinking that you eat a healthy diet and surely get enough vitamins. Unfortunately, the reality for those over 60 is quite shocking. Clinical studies indicate that up to a third of older adults are dangerously deficient in B1, and most have no idea. There are 3 specific reasons why this happens to seniors even if they eat well, and one of them involves a common medication that might be stealing the vitamin right out of your system. Why is it that even health-conscious seniors find themselves facing a B1 deficiency? There are three critical factors at play here. First, as we age, our digestive systems change. The stomach produces less acid, which is essential for extracting B1 from the food we eat. A young adult might absorb up to 70% of the thiamine in their meal, but for someone over 60, that number can plummet to a mere 20%. You could be eating the exact same meal as a 30-year-old, but your body simply can't unlock the nutrients anymore. The second reason is even more hidden. Common medications are often B1 thieves. If you are taking metformin for diabetes or water pills for blood pressure, these drugs can aggressively flush B1 out of your system. Even certain acid reflux medications do the same thing. These pills might be helping one condition, but they are silently creating another by starving your nerves. I've seen patients who were on these prescriptions for over a decade, and not once did a doctor check their B1 levels. Their nerve damage was dismissed as just getting older, when in reality, it was a reversible vitamin deficiency. Finally, our modern food landscape doesn't help. Processed staples like white bread and white rice have been stripped of their natural B1. Even if you eat whole grains and lean meats, the diminished efficiency of your digestive tract means you're often fighting an uphill battle. Take the case of a former patient named Arthur. At 72, he was a fitness enthusiast who ate plenty of greens and walked daily. Yet he came to me because his feet felt like he was constantly wearing thick, heavy socks. He couldn't feel the pedals while driving his car, which terrified him. When we looked at his chart, he had been taking blood pressure and diabetes medication for years, meds that were quietly draining his B1 reserves. Within just 3 weeks of starting the protocol I'm about to give you, Arthur called me, overwhelmed with emotion. He could feel the texture of the carpet and the pressure of the gas pedal again. It was as if someone had finally reconnected the power lines in his body. But here is the catch. You can't just grab any B1 supplement off the shelf. Most of them are a waste of money because they are destroyed in the stomach before they ever reach your nerves. There is one specific, superior form you need to look for, and I'll tell you exactly what it is next. If you want to see real results, you have to get the right form of B1. This is the most important part of the entire protocol. Most standard supplements use regular thiamine, which is water-soluble, and often gets broken down in your stomach or flushed out before it can actually help your nerves. Instead, you need to look for a specific fat-soluble version called benfotiamine. Benfotiamine is a game-changer because it stays in your system much longer and can actually penetrate the fatty tissues of your nerves to repair that protective coating. When you are shopping, don't just settle for a generic B complex. Read the label carefully and make sure it explicitly says benfotiamine. It might cost a few dollars more, but for your nerve health, it is worth every penny. For effective nerve repair, the therapeutic dose I recommend is between 150 and 300 milligrams daily. If your symptoms are severe, start with the full 300 milligrams to jumpstart the healing process. The best part is that B1 is extremely safe. Because it is water-soluble, your body simply eliminates what it doesn't use, and there has never been a recorded case of an overdose. Timing is also key. You should take your supplement in the morning with your breakfast, because B1 helps with energy production. Taking it late at night might actually keep you awake. Also, be sure to take it with a meal that contains a little healthy fat, like eggs or avocado, to maximize absorption. Consistency is the secret sauce here. If you miss a few days, your progress can stall or even reverse. So put that bottle right next to your coffee maker so you never forget. So, what does the road to recovery actually look like? In the first week, you likely won't feel your nerves change yet, but you might notice your brain fog lifting and your energy levels rising. By week 2, the first hints of nerve improvement usually appear. Maybe that morning tingling isn't quite as sharp. By the end of the first month, your balance should feel steadier and your touch more precise. But there is a specific combination of 2 other vitamins that can make this process work even faster, and I'm going to reveal that team of nutrients in the final part of our plan. While benfotiamine is the heavy lifter, it works best when it has its partners by its side. To see the most dramatic transformation, you should combine it with vitamins B6 and B12. These three nutrients work as a team to support nerve regeneration and signaling. When you're choosing a supplement, look for a high-quality B complex that uses benfotiamine as its B1 source and includes at least 100 milligrams of B6 and 1,000 micrograms of B12. This combination is a powerhouse for anyone looking to reclaim their mobility. Before you start this journey, I have 3 important warnings for you. First, always get proper blood work done. Ask your doctor to check your B1, B6, and B12 levels so you can track your progress accurately rather than just guessing. Second, if you have kidney issues or are managing complex health conditions, please consult your physician before starting any new supplement. Finally, keep your doctor in the loop regarding your medications. Since certain drugs for diabetes and blood pressure deplete B1, your doctor might need to monitor you more closely as your levels improve. Here is your 4-week action plan to get started. During week 1, schedule your blood tests and begin taking 150 to 300 milligrams of benfotiamine daily. By week 2, introduce the full B complex and start a simple symptom journal. Rate your discomfort on a scale of 1 to 10 every day. You'll be amazed at how much the numbers change over a month. By week 4, follow up with your doctor to review your new levels and celebrate your progress. Remember, your body has an incredible built-in ability to heal itself if you simply provide the right tools. You don't have to accept numbness and pain as an inevitable part of aging. This protocol has given hundreds of my patients their lives back, and it can do the same for you. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend or family member who needs to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe to Evergreen Seniors for more evidence-based health tips tailored just for you. I read every single one of your comments, so please share your story or ask a question below. Your best years are not behind you. They are waiting for you to take that first step toward healing.